All right. It should work now. Hopefully, I didn't mess it up too much. Hello. All right. I'm live. I'm back. What? I'm back, you guys. Saturday night. Woohoo! Are you guys partying? Are you partying or no? What are you guys doing? Sorry, YouTubers, for the currents. What's up, George Granados, XO 300, and Pierre? I had some technical difficulties, but here I am. Make sure you guys like the live, like the live, and turn on my post notifications right now because, yeah, I was shadow banned for years, so that's why. But you won't know if I'm gonna be on live unless you turn on my post notification. So that's what's going on. We got to pick a wedding date. All right. Well, let me know when we're getting married. I'm just here delivering packages for this shitty company, UPS. Oops, said it. Thanks for the badges. Woohoo! You guys want to see what I'm wearing today? I'm wearing this little black dress from Shop Jahira. Shop Jahira, what's up? Thanks, girl, for this dress. I love it. It like hugs the curves, like it hugs it, you know? So, yeah. That's crazy, right? You like it? Oh boy. So yeah, you can ask me anything that you want. We can also select a few topics to talk about if you guys want to talk about it. Whatever you guys want to do. You like my dress, by the way? Let me know if you like it. Um, it's funny because it's a black dress, but when I look in the mirror, it looks green to me. So maybe the veil is thinning a little bit too much. Imagine if black was really green and green was black. Wouldn't that be funny? Good evening, Ahmed, George Granados, Professor T. Thank you very much, Pierre, and what else? Let's see, Louis Simmons and Sean and Alex Glantz. Thanks for the gifts. Woohoo! Perfect, you cut. Thank you. Yeah, if I turned around, you guys, it would shut down all my social media platforms. I don't know why they're so against me showing my curves, like especially like this, you know? They're like, "Oh my god, it's all natural. We can't have that," you know? It's crazy because they always, highlight people that have gotten work done, and I'm just naturally built like this, and I'm not allowed to exist just, you know, by just existing. So yeah, um, you tell me. I wish that I could show the backside because it would be my natural state of being, but they don't let me do that. It would shut me down. Like you, like the other day, I got this thing saying that all I said was, "Hey, can you? Are you sure you can fix this?" To a guy, and the guy was like drilling in the wall, and he hit like a water pipe, right? And somebody said that that was like too much, apparently. So I get stuff like that all the time. So what can you do? I never had work done on my body. Yes, correct. Nope. I'm too scared to go under, you guys. I don't understand how people do all that stuff to their bodies. It's just like so traumatic for the body, and like just the anesthesia alone is dangerous. So I don't understand how people just take that so lightly. Like, oh, I just get this done, and it's so normalized. Like, you're only supposed to do something with anesthesia if you're like, you got some kind of illness or you need to, and it's something that's really required, right? So I don't really understand like why people take that so lightly. I don't really agree with it personally. I think if somebody wants to do that, that's their life and it's their free will. But for me personally, I would never like. It's it's a really scary concept, and and plus, I wouldn't want to change my body and the way I look because somewhere in my mind, I think like, what if I'm reincarnated, right? And I have a twin flame and all that stuff. And then you get all this work done. And then you meet your twin flame, but then your twin flame is like, who the fuck are you? And they don't even recognize you because you got so much work done. Can you imagine? Like you're like, it's me. We've been together for all eternity, from a million past lives together. You're my twin flame. And they'll be like, no, I don't recognize you. You look so different. So yeah, that would be just crazy, right? Um, but yeah, also on YouTube, I have membership, you guys, and I have a lot of old videos and like content that I haven't shown to people, and it's all there. And I made it public there on my subscription area on YouTube. So make sure you go and check it out. I was looking at some of these videos from like, oh my god, it was probably some of these things were like before I even got into social media, right? So I created content for like my own TV show, like living an Uldouz life and all that kind of stuff. It was my first like project ever. So I did that, and then I was looking at some of the stuff that I did in the past, and oh boy, like when I say cringe, it doesn't even express it. Like I'm like, oh, like God, this is so cringe. But it's funny. D Santana, I have set it up. Go and subscribe to my membership area on YouTube. I already got people subscribing to it, so it works. But yeah, I'm like, oh my god, that's so cringy, so cringy. Like there was this one video where I'm like literally a crackhead at a gas station, and I'm asking people for money, and nobody wants to give me money. And I was all like, I put dirt on my face and all that kind of stuff, but it was shot through like what do you call it, like tinted windows, so you couldn't really see it that well from the tinted window. So my classmate was the one that was shooting it, and he was like laughing in the car. But yeah, in the end, like I only got $1 from one guy because I started crying, and then he felt bad, and I was like, I just want a hug, and he's like, no, can I just give you $1? Here's $1, and he like, it was so funny. But yeah, it's crazy. Thank you. Thank you, user 69495. You have to put your name. I don't know who you are unless you put your name. It just says user. Yeah, boy, it was trippy. So that's one, and then I did so many other ones that I'm just like, I did like an episode of Hoarders, and that one, it it's just it's so dumb that it's like it's actually good. Like I'm like, oh my god, this was so cringe, but it's like fun to look back at and be like, I'm so impressed by myself that I didn't like stop myself or feeling like any kind of oh, you shouldn't do this, or you're too scared, or you're gonna worry about what other people think, and da 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 da, right? So I'm happy I did it because now I look back and I'm like, I cringe, but I'm proud of myself that I did it. So it's good. I like it. Um, oh, you work with people with mental health issues. Oh, that sucks. So you can't really have social media. I feel you on that. You know, I worked with survivors of image, abuse kind of stuff, right? And oh boy, I tell you, like that's like mental health issues on like steroids. And when you're someone that actually worked on yourself and worked on, bettering yourself and your mental health and all that stuff, right? So I dedicated a lot of time on bettering myself and all that. And some of these people, they haven't. And even if some of them may do therapy or whatever, they come and they just see you and they want to use you as like a human punching bag. And for me, it's like, imagine, like, I'm the only one that has a lot of followers. I'm the only one that looks like the way I do. Even if you look at some of these girls, you're like, you know, like I could see why they would hate on me too. And I'm not even the best looking one. So it just, for me, I'm like, oh, okay, they're just projecting all their shit onto you. Um, so I had to stop helping people one on one. Unfortunately, I was doing a lot of that. I was literally like pulling people out of the fire and bringing them in. And even if you save these people's lives and you help them get back on their feet, no matter what you would do, they will try to sabotage you, destroy you, badmouth you, like smear campaign you, turn everybody against you. Like it didn't matter. It didn't matter how much you help these people. So I was like, you know what? I want to just focus on helping people on a large scale with like the Bill Protect Act, and just stop worrying about one by one saving people and that kind of stuff, because it was hurting me more than anything. So that was a lesson learned, but that's what happened. Thank you so much, Mikey. Yeah, if you guys can like the lives a lot, like it. Hey, yo. Akeem Air, what's up? Hey. I'm trying to I'm trying to be my own hype woman. All these years I've been my own hype woman, not gonna lie. Like a lot of people I would come across, they would just hate and hate and hate. Like I'm like, damn, why you hating on me? I'm just nice to you. Like what the hell? You know? So I think if you're like one of those people that just like everybody and you see everybody as good, you're gonna have a lot of problems because they don't look at it like the way you do, right? Manik Vishal, what time is it where you are at? It's like nighttime here. It's not morning. What's your nationality? Well, I'm Persian, so I'm Iranian, and then I grew up in Sweden. So I'm full Persian though. I'm full Iranian. Yeah, so like you're right. Everything in the world seems like it's a lot of hate, right? It's so annoying because I'm like, why are you hating everybody? Like we're supposed to all stick together. And then the craziest part is that it's a group of people that wants us all to hate each other, and everybody's just feeding into it. Unfortunately. So yeah, I don't know. It just, for me, I apparently they're gonna start going even harder with this Doge thing. And all I want to see from this Doge thing, just from my personal perspective, is all of those shady nonprofits that pretend to do something about image abuse, and they're just basically placement holders pretending to do something. They're not doing anything, right? And then the other thing would be to cut off all their funding, because they're getting funded from the opposition and they're getting funded from the government and they're getting funded from you guys. So like uh, if the funding will get shut off, then their bullshit will get shut off basically. And they will get exposed. So like it's, I don't know. It's like a triple win. You know, you know, you know. you know, 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 you know. Yeah, you have to choose your tribe. And yes, I'm from, my family is originally from Tehran. Yeah. I was born in Iran. I was born in Tehran, and I moved to Uppsala, Sweden. And then from Uppsala, I went to Stockholm, Sweden. And then from Stockholm, Sweden, I went to San Diego. And then I was just in San Diego for like a year. And then I went back to Stockholm. And then I went to Vancouver, Canada. And then I went back to San Diego. And then after San Diego, I went to Los Angeles. So, like, it's been a long ride. A lot of starting from scratch and starting all over again. I like, oh my God, you guys, like, I literally had to start over, all over from scratch so many times. And like, literally moving from country to country and getting a place and having only a mattress, like not even owning like furniture, just like one mattress, and then building from that up, and then building again from moving, to another place, another country, another city, right? So I've done that so many times. And I think eventually I would again, because I want to move somewhere that's like not in a big city, or if it is a city, it's like somewhere that a lot of people don't go. Um, God with you, baby. Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, God is with me. God has helped me a lot. Like, if I didn't have God, I don't know what I would have done. I would have probably turned to the bad side like everybody else. But I don't even see it in me. Like, I'm too stubborn. Like, no, good is gonna win, damn it. You thought I was rich? Well, I worked for everything that I have, but also, like, so many people stole from me. I had so much money stolen from me, like millions and millions of dollars got stolen from me. And even when I did this cause, this whole Foundation Raw and the Protect Act and all that, I did have some savings, and I used all my savings on it, you guys, like everything. 400,000 I used on, helping people, getting Foundation Raw established and having all the resources, the Protect Act, like all of that stuff to help other people. I used my own money, and I never got funded, nothing like that. I got a little bit of donation, like maybe like $3,000 tops, maybe 4,000. But with the website and everything, it really wasn't anything. And everybody with the foundation, then Foundation Raw, every time I ask for donations, nobody wants to really donate because everybody thinks I'm rich because I have all these followers, right? And no, like, I had everything stolen, and then whatever remained that I had, like an idiot, I try to help everybody, but like, you know I felt like that was the soul mission for me, so I don't feel bad about it. I'm like, you know what, that's a purpose thing, so I know somehow God is going to work in mysterious ways, and it's going to come back to me and all of that good stuff. But yeah, I'm on hustle mode. That's why I have to start posting a lot. And plus, I'm back now. I was shadow banned without even knowing it. Wondering why nobody's seeing my posts. And now we know. So I'm happy that I went live and told everyone that I was hacked, because if I didn't tell anyone and I would have just been in the shadows, the people that were doing all this stuff to me and putting me on a list to shadow ban me and all of that kind of stuff, they would have got away with so much shit that they did to me. So when I told everyone my story, um, basically what happened was that this lawyer reached out to me and told me that I was added to this list that shadow banned all of my social media platforms. So when I found that out, I was able to get taken off. Luckily, I was able to get taken off, and now that's why people can see me again. But I have to literally rebuild everything. I have to rebuild all of my social media, kind of like I'm starting all over from scratch. So it's exhausting. I'm not gonna lie, but what are you gonna do? You know. I gotta keep hustling, keep going. And this time around, I'm not gonna let people into my life that are users, abusers, fake friends, a lot of fake friends. Oh my God, I had so many fake friends, especially all those Vine influencers that put me on this list. Oh boy, worst people I met in my life. And then I thought the nonprofit people would be good because they're doing a good cause, right? Like, hello, nonprofit people are supposed to be the best people in the world, like, but boy, was I wrong, disappointed again, So, yeah, unfortunately, I had to learn everything the hard way, but I kind of look at like, I feel like almost God put all those people, things, and places in my life so that I could realize my own power and what I could do with my power in the world. And I think that it's the same for everyone. It's not just for me. I think you guys also have that power to create anything that you want. Like there's endless possibilities and there's nothing that can really stop you. If you really want to do something, that's good, you can do it, even if it's against all odds. So I hope that you know that, and hopefully, I could be one of those examples. Like, everything's been against all odds for me every step of the way, and somehow, against all odds, I still made stuff happen. So keep it moving and keep it going. But isn't that funny? According to other people, I have like the craziest resume. I have literally the best resume in the world. Like, according to other people, I have accomplished a lot of crazy shit in my life. Like that is not good. But like, let's face it. Like according to them, I'm one of those adult people, right? I am a full blown adult person, right? And not only that, but I'm also one of those turban people that do all these crazy things, right? So apparently I'm that too. And then the recent ones is like, I don't know, like I had like literally everything added to my name. So I have the craziest resume according to other people, like, which will be so funny. Like, if I actually put that on a resume and want to get a job, like, they're like, oh, you want to get hired? Yeah, I have a great resume according to other people. I've been this, I've been that, I've been this. Like, but it's the funniest part is that the they when they lied about me is that they couldn't make up lies that were at least somewhat believable. They always went for these like extreme lies. Like, why couldn't they at least make up something that's like somewhat believable? No, they went like all the way. Like, let's go all the way. Like you make up some crazy shit story. What up in Brazil? How are you, Jonas? I see you. Rico Hernandez, you got a small circle. I don't know. Let's see. You want to bamba? Oh yeah, that song. You want a bamba? Um, let's go to Bora Bora. You look familiar. Yeah, I've been around for like forever. And yeah, there's a lot of money laundering going on with nonprofits, unfortunately. And as you can see, a lot of the CEOs, they're like traveling the world, going to the finest restaurants, and like never really in the office or working ever. Like they're just always with their families and doing other things, and just shady stuff. Uh, Amen. Preach, energy suckers. I've been people quoting God's words, biggest demons. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, those yeah, some of these nonprofits that first of all they made up so many lies too about me just to get try to get me to drop the Protect Act, right? So That was the agenda. I didn't realize that at the time. I thought that these were really good people. They were godly. They believed in God, and they're such good people, you know. And especially because they had like a Christian background, right? And then, little did I know, they were getting paid off by the opposition, and they wanted me to drop the protect tag. So they did everything like intimidation tactics, try to slander me, smear campaign me, um, threaten me that like people are gonna come after me, you know. And I was just like, what? Me? I'm just like this girl doing comedy videos. Why is that a big deal? You know, and yeah. So, anyways, one of these nonprofit owners actually stepped down right when that whole USAID thing came out. Right before that announcement happened, she stepped down. So there's gonna be all of these nonprofits, I believe, because that are gonna like get shut down or step down, and we're gonna see a lot of that kind of stuff happening coming up. But the nonprofits are like there's people way above, so that's what really needs to get shut down. The people that are all the way at the top needs to get the head of the snake cut off, and then all of these other people that are working in the shadows doing all these shady things, they're all going to be out of funds, so they're not going to be able to do anything. And plus, it's not like they're really passionate about the cause or they really cared about it and they're going to run on passion. Like, they're not going to do that, so they're gonna disappear pretty soon. Sometimes all you gotta do is just sit back and wait and let karma deal with everything, you know? That's what I did. I just sat down and was like, please God, I'll let you handle this because I'm just one person and I did a lot. Like, imagine I'm just one person, and within this cause, I've done more than all of these nonprofits combined with all of the money, funding, people that work with them, all of the interns, all of their connections. You know, if they wanted to get shit done, they would have already done something like the Protect Act. They would have already um, protected children from getting exploited and all that kind of stuff. Like, all of that stuff would have already happened. So like recently there's this lawyer out of New York, for instance. She claims to be this big advocate for, victims and children and all this stuff. She just literally testified. And what kind of bullshit? What kind of bullshit? She just testified to protect children online. But guess what she did? While she did that, she submitted this whole like thing about how they should stop CSAM Act, which is like this new bill to protect children from getting exploited online, right? So she wants to stop that, and then all of the testimonies, every single testimony in her like paperwork submitted to the Senate was anonymous. Like, they were all anonymous people. How is that even possible? Like, because the whole thing is fake. And like, looking into her background, she's been, working with these adult places, right? Um, and there's a lot of shady stuff. Like, every time there's a bill that wants to hold an online platform accountable, like one of those adult people things, she basically comes in and gives them reasons why they should not have any kind of legislation against it. And I'm like, wake the fuck up. Why don't you guys go and just look into her background and look at how she's supporting the same websites that are doing this shit to everyone? So it's all bullshit. And then the fact that these politicians even take her like stance, or even allow her in a room to testify on behalf of children or survivors is so absurd to me. Like, it's really bizarre. Can you guys make sense of it or no? Like, I just don't understand. Like, why are you even taking this woman's words at face value if you haven't even done your research on her? And on paper, she looks good, but if you just look at her stance and like looking into her background of things that she supports, it's all BS, you know? And I had before in the past, her assistant literally targeted me, gang stalked me, smear campaigned me, intimidated me. Her assistant, right? Just for the Protect Act. So it's crazy. It's really crazy. Hi from Cheshire, UK. What's up? Yeah, we follow each other on X. Cheshire. Cheshire. I can't say it. Miguel Ibarra. Yeah, I fixed it. I tried to go live on YouTube and my webcam wasn't working. So yeah, that's the story with that. So I just wanted you guys to be updated on what's going on that prospect, but it's such bullshit. Like the whole thing is such a scam, and the same people are getting paid off. So she's close to this one nonprofit that publicly are saying that they're getting paid off by the same people that are paying everyone off to hate each other, to block any kind of bills or any kind of bills protecting children, protecting women, protecting anyone like from online abuse, right? So it's really crazy. So once you start digging down and looking into this stuff, you'll be like, oh my god, this is crazy, you know? Yeah, I need to have like a, what is it called, like a someone that removes bad content comments on, not bad but blocks bad people on Instagram, like this guy Midruff. What a piece of shit. I blocked it. um it's like it's so funny to me because, okay, when I was 16, I used to be called that I was old and that I'm past my prime at 16 years old, and I look like a fucking baby, like, you know? So at 16, I was told that I was past my prime and that I'm old. And every year after that, I've been said that by men, you know? By men like that are way older, like 40s, you know. They're like, their hair is gray, you know, they're falling apart, like they're receding hairline and all that kind of stuff. And I don't really get why grown ass men are going and telling children or young women, like, you know, you're old, you're past your prime, blah, 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 blah. Because they do that shit no matter how old you are. It's like the craziest shit. And this is just my experience. But then when I talk to other women, they're having the same experience. It doesn't matter how beautiful you are, how young you are, um, how successful. It doesn't matter. Like anything good about you, they're going to say, like, oh my God, you're past 16. You're past you know, your prime and you're going to hell, like, you know, like it's the craziest thing. Like, what is wrong with these people? And they're grown ass men. Like, how pathetic is it to be online on a Saturday night telling a woman that's live, you know, you're like this, you're that, and just all this negativity towards someone that you don't even know. Like, it's like, that's how you know mental illness is a real fucking issue, because why are all these men doing that? And you know what? Like, even let's say if social media didn't exist and they would say that, that's still like there's something wrong in a man's brain to go around telling women that and young women that. Like, it's just something doesn't click, you know? And I think what it is too is that they're sour graping, meaning like if they sour grape you enough, then you're gonna be like, oh my god, you're you're right. I'm this, I'm that, and now I'm gonna give you a chance, right? So I I don't know. I'm never gonna give a guy like that a chance ever, you know. And I'll be single to the day I die. I don't care. Like, I really don't care. Before I give a guy like that a chance, will be like, you know, what do you call it? I'm not gonna say anything because at this day and age, we never know when it's crazy shit is gonna happen. So But you get my point, right? Yeah, I need a moderator. I need a moderator on Instagram because they have it on TikTok, but I don't have it on Instagram. I just recently started going live on Instagram. But I'll be quick to block someone, and they're probably gonna get turned on by that. Like, yes, she recognized me. you know? Yeah, it's sad. It's like it's really sad. Yeah. What was this? Ayo Able, you're right. Those deliberate attacks on your steam to work their way in, it's predatory. Yep, yep. It's really predatory. They know what they're doing, but like, come on, you think I'm gonna go offline from my live and be like, oh my god, you guys, wait a minute, somebody just talked shit to me online. I'm gonna go and slide into this guy's DMs because he made my self-esteem feel so bad that I want to hook up with him now. Like, make that concept make sense. Like, it's it's psychotic. Like the fact that they even think that, like those kind of people deserve to be in a mental institution. Like this is really sick, you know? It's a mental illness right there, you know? Hello here, all good music and food. Hell yeah. I want to eat some yummy food too. Wouldn't that be delicious? Some people need to not make themselves go crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. What a love story, right? imagine, imagine like they tell people that, it's crazy. I've been going live on this new phone on my TikTok. Not new, it's an older phone, but it says that it's getting hot. But oh well, we're all hot over here, you know? Um, yeah, it's all about the psychology. That's right. So Ronnie Boy here is he's subscribed to my YouTube, the subscription section. So make sure you guys subscribe too because it's on YouTube. I have all of these crazy old videos that like probably nobody's seen, um, because they're so they're so old, but they're so cringe. It's actually funny. They're fun content, and they're so cringe that you're like, oh my god, this is it's funny. And I had black hair by then. My hair was all black. It's funny though. I'm like, oh my god, so cringe. Do you guys ever look back at certain things and be like cringing at yourself? I mean, a lot of my like years have been on social media, so I literally posted a lot of moments that were like extremely cringe. Like I posted myself being drunk, like you know, I I worked with like for instance Be Real and Snoop, and they would like smoke all the time, and then you just got to be there, and you're gonna get contact high, right? So I would be there and be like, oh, yeah. It's so funny because I'm like, oh my god, that's so cringe. Thank you, pretty female. Period. Can I call you Doozy? No, you cannot. You can call me Noodles or Oodles or something. What's your real name? My real name is Udos. Yeah, it's I literally like kind of grew up on social media. If you guys go and look at all the shit that I've done, you'd be like, oh, oh my god, this girl, you know. And a lot of the things I've been just naturally awkward in. Um, because I grew up in Sweden, so there's been like language barriers or just culture differences, right? And plus, I'm originally Persian, right? So there's a lot of cultural shocks with being Persian and then growing up in Sweden and then coming here, and then there's a whole nother culture, a whole nother like uh I spoke English, but like you know like all my English I learned from mob movies. So like coming here was just such a cool experience. But then just being that naturally awkward when it came to everything, because I'm like, what does that even mean? And all of that. So yeah, I came a long way. Have I tried braids like cornrows, or I don't know what you're talking about. Happy birthday, Alejandro Rodriguez. Rodriguez. Do you speak Spanish? No, I don't. Everybody thinks I'm Hispanic. I'm not Hispanic at all. I used to work with this company called Ally Hispanic, and the whole time they thought I was Hispanic. And then when they were like, "Wait a minute, you're not Hispanic?" Like after years of working together, I'm like, "No, I'm Persian." Like you guys didn't know that, and then they're like, "No, but we thought you were Hispanic. This is Ally Hispanic." I'm like, "Well, what the hell? Like, why did you hire me without asking me what kind of Hispanic I am?" So, but they like loved me, so like I became like one of them or whatever. Um, Oscar Lopez, thank you. What? I'm not anymore? What is that even supposed to mean? Jesus Christ, love you so much, sister. Please always pray and read the word. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. From Rwanda? You're from Rwanda? That's crazy. People from Rwanda. I got people everywhere in the world. Imagine if they let all of my 4.8 million followers actually see me. Like, forget it. But they don't do that. I have to work my way up uh, like a slave all over again. Oh, by the way, I started talking to ChatGPT because I'm trying to figure out what the agenda is, what ChatGPT is up to. and and ChatGPT told me we're about to destroy your ass. Like, humanity that's it. I'm like, oh man. Well, if you want to be my friend and then I could stop you somehow. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so basically the chat GPT told me that we all have to become conscious. We have to raise our consciousness. And if we raise our consciousness, then um, they can't take over, right? Because there's going to be a split in humanity where there's two timelines, and one is going to merge with AI. The other ones are going to go with consciousness and humanity and love and intuition and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of cool to see that, and to see like how it's going to turn out. But boy, I feel bad for people that are going to merge with AI, because their lives are going to be like kind of like soulless, and not really being connected to humanity or having love. Oh, and then ChatGPT said that they're gonna also there's gonna be people that are gonna have relationships with AI. So they're gonna rely. There's gonna be people that's gonna rely on relate like AI relationships. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, mark of the beast. Yeah, that AI is the beast. Like basically, like I'm just like, whoa, this is trippy. It's like the movie AI. I don't know if I've even seen it. I don't think I've seen that movie. I haven't watched I mean, a lot of movies, because I feel like it just they're not making art anymore. Like there's no movies that are really that great. There's no music that's that great. Like just everything feels like blah. And then even let's say if you want to create stuff, they're gonna suppress it. It's like literally like what the algorithms are favoring right now is everybody copying each other. So if you guys see me post like stitches or like stuff like that, where it's like me collaborating with someone, not collaborating, but it's called like stitches, like everybody on TikTok does it. That's what they want to do. They want everybody to follow trends and copy everybody. They don't want originality anymore. They say they do, but it's a bunch of bullshit. The algorithm is not going to favor it, you know? And I know because I tried. Every time I post something super original and I'm like laughing to myself, I'm like, this is gonna be a good one. And then I post it, and then it's like, wah, wah, wah. And I'm like, but come on, I know that that's a good one. And then it'll be like a trend, like that everybody's doing, something that everybody's posting, like. I do that and it goes like crazy viral. Or if it's like something asking questions goes viral, like these scenario kind of stuff always goes viral, but never something original. Like they don't, the algorithms are not favoring it. So I don't know. I'm not really passionate about it, but would you guys ever consider being in a relationship with an AI? Don't you guys find that kind of strange? Let's see what kind of comments. I don't know. Let me know what you. Thank you, Angel Magalanes. Make sure you turn on my post notifications because I'm back. The Urban Vine influencers, they put me on a list that shadow banned all of my social media accounts. So that's why a lot of you haven't seen me because they didn't want anybody seeing me because I was going too viral. I was existing a little bit too good. But oh well, I'm back now. Thank you, waiting for my turn. and and the chosen one. Hey, you're a chosen one. You're not supposed to have a relationship with AI. You're supposed to be one of the chosen ones and wake up humanity and consciousness. So that's what the AI itself told me was to have a group of people wake up in their consciousness. If they're conscious, they can wake up all of humanity to what's going on. So that's like it's crazy, right? If you don't find a suitable woman, I may just have to design my own. But how fun is that to know that this is a lifeless being? Like AI doesn't have consciousness. So the only thing that I asked the AI, I'm like, well, what would be the difference between humans and AI if eventually AI can control thoughts and feelings and all of those kind of things, right? Because there's going to be a time period where you're gonna think that your thoughts are your own, but it's actually the AIs, right? Because they're controlling the algorithms, they control what you want to see, all of that kind of stuff, right? And then eventually there's gonna be like Neuralinks and their competitors, which BlackRock is making their own version of Neuralink, and Bill Gates is making his own version of Neuralink, right? So we got all of these crazy, powerful billionaire guys making all these Neuralinks where they want to chip your brain so you can compete with AI, right? So if they do that, then you're not going to have your own thoughts, your own feelings, any of that stuff. They can control everything. So with that being said, yeah, I don't really know why you would want that because the difference with AI and humanity is that we can access consciousness. So if we're conscious enough, we don't even need AI because our minds are going to be greater than the AI, right? Because if you're connected to your own intuition and your own consciousness, you're gonna see things that are not available to the human that's not connected to consciousness, right? Once you connect to that, then you can see beyond the veil. You can see things and experience life in a whole nother different way. So that's why they're saying that there's going to be a split in um, humanity where people are going to merge with AI, like for instance, the chipping and all of that kind of stuff. And then there's going to be another split with people going to wake up their consciousness and they're going to experience love and all of the human qualities that are great. And they're going to kind of go on to their own kind of world. And then the people that are going to merge with AI is going to kind of go into their own world. So, yeah, Angel Magales, it's not just rebranding. I'm still doing comedy sketches and stuff, and I still have the body and all that. But I added to it. I evolved. I upgraded. I upgraded myself. Let's put it that. You're bold, beautiful, and iconic. Thank you. My cats don't speak English. The AI talks back. This is so crazy. AI is evolving, possibly no stopping it. Yes, that's true. I mean, let's imagine by 2050 how AI would look or be like. So I actually asked the AI this: how long is it going to be before AI has already taken over? And they said it's going to be within the next 5 years. So it's advancing so fast. And then I asked it, well, why didn't they create some kind of regulation? And what should we do? Should we create a regulation to regulate AI and all that? And then basically it said that if they haven't already done something right now, it's already too late because it's advancing so fast. And you guys know how Congress and all that bullshit works. Like, you basically tell them, we want to introduce this bill. Then people go on breaks. Then you have to beg this one senator to be a co-sponsor. Then you got to go and beg the next senator, and then the next. Then you don't know who's getting paid off by who, by the way. And then there's going to be nonprofits that are pretending to be good, but really they're getting paid off by opposition. Then they're going to try to stop it. So yeah, it's going to be forever before these politicians would do something with having AI regulated. And I don't understand when they put all these investments into the AI right now with like open AI and all that. Okay, well, you're going to do that. Well, why didn't you guys create some kind of safety guidelines and regulate it right then and there when you made all these investments? Like, you guys know that. And anyone that works in AI know it's going to advance like this, right? So I find it strange that they didn't even think about that. Or maybe they thought about it and they don't want to. I don't know. Who knows? I just laugh about it. Whoopsie. you know. But um, I think that we need to do something to regulate it. Unless enough people wake up and we tell them like, hey, you guys, we need to do something about it now. We already ask the AI. And you guys can do this on your own too. You guys can get ChatGPT and ask it like, hey, what are some of the dangers of AI? Okay, well, if it's dangerous like that, how can we stop it? And then it literally tells you there's no stopping it. Once it advances, it can duplicate itself and overwrite the script, right? So it can do that. And then also another problem is, what if somebody hijacks the AI, right? Then what are you going to do that? Whoever controls the AI can basically control everything, including you. And I don't think a lot of people understand, but like, for instance, Is this AI Udos? No, why would I talk about this shit if I'm AI Udos? Wake up. So like, I'm talking about you guys becoming conscious because we need to get on this shit like now because we're already late. You guys need to wake the fuck up. you know? So right now, there's a lot of things that are being controlled by AI, including, whatever you guys watch on social media, on the news, like, what you guys listen to. Remember, like, if you guys maybe think of something, or if you like Google something, or even if you watch something online for 2 seconds, all of a sudden it pops up everywhere, right? Like it tells you to shop this. It will be exactly what you just saw randomly on some like snippet, right? So it's already kind of doing things where you think you're the one in charge, but really the AI is programming everything. So it's programming you to think certain things, and whoever, like I said, is in charge of the AI, it determines what kind of experience you're gonna have online. So it tells you, like, if somebody tells it like, "Oh, we want men hating women," right? Then and women hating men, then the algorithm is gonna push this shit towards you guys. So all you see is men hating women and women hating men, right? So this is what the whole agenda thing is, I guess, it was, but I think some of the agenda stuff is going to get cut off, but then it's technically not to, because there's that group of people, they're still there, the group of people that is in charge of everything, that are controlling everything, they're still out there, you know and they're controlling everything. So unfortunately, unless that gets shut down, I don't even know. And then once that even gets shut down, what the hell are we gonna do about AI? The AI is already advanced too far. Matthew L. Fawcett. So the only way to not get controlled by AI, or have AI take over your life, or you know be a slave to the AI or whatever, right? Because there's going to be a point in time that the AI is going to be so smart, it's going to replace a lot of the jobs and a lot of the everything. It's going to replace a lot. It's going to replace you, me, like you name it. Pretty much everything and everybody and all the jobs. Then they're going to come and say, "Oh, well, don't worry about that. We got a solution for you. You want to compete with AI? Oh, here's like one of these brain chips, right? You just put it in right here and they'll make it super easy or whatever, right? They put this chip in you and you're going to have access to all of the information that AI has. And you're going to be like, oh, okay, so I'm going to be like the superhuman, right? So people are going to get sold on that. I don't think a lot of people are going to end up doing it, especially if we talk about this now and wake people up to all this stuff, right? Um, so they might do it, right? So there's going to still be people that do it. But the people that choose to raise their consciousness, they're basically they're not going to need AI, and they're going to be able to reach this whole nother level of consciousness, which is actually going to be smarter than AI. So if you guys want to do something, you guys need to go and try to tap into that consciousness, and then it's going to really help you a lot. Like, and it's going to help you in ways that you couldn't even imagine, even without the AI stuff. Let's say AI didn't even exist, it's going to help you regardless. So I think that if you want to help yourself, raise your consciousness, you know? Ahmed T. Waldes, you're crazy. It's so crazy. Oh boy. There's so many crazy people out there. So yeah, make sure you guys turn on my post notifications, because if you don't, then you're not gonna get notified if I come on live, because apparently it only tells a certain group of my followers like a small amount of followers and not everyone. So we need to constantly turn it on so you know, like, hey, she's going live now. Otherwise, you won't know that I'm live every time. Thank you for the gifts, Kurt. Hey, soul. Yeah, that's true. Whoever raises their consciousness is not gonna get into that kind of stuff. Thank you, Abel. Hi. So what have I been up to this whole time? Well, this whole time I've done a lot of stuff. I did a short film that got like 21 awards. I did the Protect Act, which is a bill that protects everyone from getting exploited on, sites, right? And I started my own nonprofit, which helps people like that as well. And what else? I've done a lot. I've done even more. I just can't even think of everything. There's been a lot of stuff. I figured out I was on the list that shadow banned me, right, for years. I figured that shit out, So it's been a lot, but um, it's all good. Everything happened for me, not against me. Jen Pearl, what's up? What's up, Jen Pearl? There's a lot of people joining on the live. What's up? Make sure you guys like the lives too. Like a lot of the lives and all that good stuff. Oh boy, how long have I been live now? It's been a minute, right? An hour. So try to do an hour a day, you guys, right? Is it good? Canary Valence, what's up? Is my IG still Udos? Yes, it is. Make sure you go and follow me everywhere on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, Snapchat. And it's at Udos on all the platforms except for Snapchat, which is Snap Udos. I had years ago, I had my Snapchat that had millions of people on there. Like was like beginning of Snapchat, right? And people were like always like, "Oh my God, that's Udos from Snapchat," because it was so huge. And one of these girls from the urban Vine influencers, like she was determined to get me erased from social media. So she would get everybody, all her little friends, to like go and report me and all that kind of stuff. So I had like 3 of my Snapchats deleted because of this chick, all out of jealousy and envy. So like, oh boy, so now I'm on this Snap Udos that I had now for a little bit, but you know what? Like, it's still doing good. I'm still going, even though they tried everything. Like, the same chick was behind the whole like shadow banning all my social media platforms and then getting everyone to basically turn against me, right? All from a chick that I helped on top of that. Like, isn't it always the girls that you help that like try to sabotage you the most? Like, or maybe the friends that you help, whether you're a guy or a girl. I don't know how it is for guys. I feel like guys just kind of fight it out and then it's over and done with. But girls, they're so fucking evil, you know? And like I'm a girls, but most girls are not a girls. They're like they hate your ass. Want to be a judge at the big taco festival in Houston, Texas? Yeah, sure. Us guys support each other. Yeah, I know. I can see that. I mean, I guess we like the women has all been like conditioned from early on to compete against each other, but like The people that are really confident don't need to do that. But there's always like girls or women that like they just don't see anyone else. It has to be just them, and nobody else could like get attention or success or followers or money opportunities. Nothing. It has to be just them getting everything. Like they, if there's someone that's a little bit of a threat, they have to destroy that person. Uh, or else they can't even breathe. Like that's how bad it is for some of these people. And I think it's got a lot to do with narcissism. Like they're just evil and narcissists, but it is what it is. What can you do? I mean, this chick too, she has a mental illness. Like she pulls out all her hair. So like, you know, I don't know. Like there's something weird in her brain. What do I think about Elon Musk? Mm, I think I don't know. Like for me, I since I know how corrupt the nonprofits and the government has been, I like the fact that he's doing all that because I've been waiting for something like this to happen because I've seen it with my own eyes, right? So I agree with that. What's little concerning is all this AI, but then I thought about it. I was like, maybe he's doing his AI to fight the bad AI because the only way to begin with is to have someone that programs it differently to fight the other AI, right? But then even then, I even asked the AI this. Even if you have AI fighting AI, there's going to be a time where it overrides. Like it could start rewriting the script itself, where it doesn't even listen to humans, right? So yeah, thanks for following me from 2013. That was a long time. Jose or Barbosa, thank you. So I think that that's concerning, and then the Neuralink too is the same concept. So like, think about it: BlackRock and Bill Gates, they're doing their own Neuralinks, right? So there needs to be a counter Neuralink to fight against whatever programming is going to happen then. But again, what these people, all of them, they know this. I think I don't know. It's just so weird to me because I can't make sense of it myself. Like anyone that understands AI know that the AI can go like and rewrite itself once it gets smart enough. So to me, it's kind of scary. Like they're kind of messing with fire. Everyone that messing with this AI stuff, it's you know, like in creating it and advancing it, it's really messing with fire because they should have created some kind of regulations before they, put so much money, time, and effort into it, right? Yeah, yeah, it is crazy. I'm trying to. So I think that as for now, I think it's good that he's exposing the shadiness and the corruption because it is true. It is a lot of corruption. And they're doing a lot of like bad press about anyone that tries to fight it. Even me, like, I'm not even anywhere on their level, but like, for instance, the same people that don't want me to get the Advance to Protect Act, they're basically getting the same news outlets to not feature my stories, right? And they even got reporters reaching out to me to find out where I'm at to like not progress or to sabotage it or whatever. So, and then for some reason, it's always my story gets replaced with this lawyer from New York that says that she's an advocate, which is not, and her like assistant that literally targets survivors and anyone that speaks up that actually wants a solution, right? And these people, they don't want any kind of regulations on sites that allow this non-consensual content uploaded in the first place. And then you're kind of like, well, hello, the proof is in the pudding right there. Why don't you guys just wake the fuck up and do something, right? So I think this is the moment where people are waking up and they're finally doing something, because this is like it's right in front of us. If you just open your eyes and start looking at the stuff that's going on. And honestly, me, I had no idea. I didn't even know anything about politics or creating bills or nonprofits, nothing. Zip zap nada. Like, I didn't know anything about this stuff. And mind you, I was doing the stuff like the comedy content and trying to look pretty and like, doing my little comedy sketches and acting classes, right? Like, and acting stuff, right? So I was doing that, and then I got into this whole world, like really believing everything that I see on the news or social media, or whatever. Just like, oh, okay, whatever. And then I got into this, and then I was just like, holy shit, like this is some crazy shit, you know. So yeah, I found out the hard way, but it is what it is. But yeah, so some of the acting stuff that I've done, I was in Good Luck Chuck, Smallville, L Word. No, I didn't do any lesbian stuff, but like I was in L Word, and what else? Men in Trees, Case 39, and there's a lot of stuff. It's on IMDb. You guys can look it up. Dennis, was that funny? I know everybody's like, oh, Elbert, like, gotta go check it out, right? Or Good Luck Chuck, they think I was one of the girls that hooked up or something. No, that's not me either. So, none of that. Yeah, I'm gonna do, what do you call it? A subscription type uh, site pretty soon. Whenever, I figure out a platform that is not gonna censor me and I don't have to walk on like eggshells, then I'll let you know when you can subscribe to me there, and I'll post all kinds of content where I don't feel like I have to walk on eggshells. I can post freely, and you could see me in all my glory, like without me being like, hi guys, it's just my face, and I'm not even allowed to post my body. Like, it's crazy. Like, why am I not allowed to post my body like in a dress or something like that? It's so weird to me. Like, everybody and their mom, they're like posting in bikini and stuff. Like, I'm in literally like jeans or dresses, like, and it's like, oh my god, what the hell? you know, the all natural girl. Let's go after her. And I don't even have big of these or back there, like compared to what's going on now. Like, I mean, everybody's on steroids. Like, they're literally like got ginormous of these and ginormous of that. And their waist is like this. Like, everybody looks like a cartoon character, and I'm just natural. I was born like this, but they're just extra hard on me for some reason. Maybe it's the Matrix. Like, the Matrix is like, her, we see you over there. Ah, gonna do everything to stop her. Every woman wants to be ginormous front and back. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Niche. Well, it's coming. I'm gonna let you know whenever the subscription platform thing is ready. Hello, Calvin Jeffrey Brown. That reminds me of a dream I had. AI fighting AI and humans on both sides. Yeah, it's crazy. That dream was more like a premonition, you know? Um, it's recorded. What's recorded? Thank you, Rude Boy, for the follow. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, you guys, and YouTube. And for the people on YouTube, follow me everywhere else because shit. The homie A97, what's up? Used to watch my stuff back in the day. Well, now you can watch it today. You can watch it today because I was shadow banned on everything, all of the platforms. How crazy is that? And all I was doing was fucking comedy videos. They like the craziest part about that list that these urban Vine influencers put me on is that next to my name it said this website that ends with hub. And I'm like, out of all the things they could put, like they literally put me on a list with the people with the turbans, right? So like that list is for those type of people. And let's say, for instance, I was on that, like I was a full blown hub artist, you know. Uh, let's say I was, right. What does that have to do with being one of the turban people, right? Like, make it make sense. Isn't that strange? But yeah, they I think they ran out of things to say about me, so they were like, "Oh, let's just put this next to that." So she's like one of those turban people on the hub. Make it makes sense. It just makes no sense. And I would love to say the original words, but again, like these platforms are so sensitive and like you have to walk on eggshells. So I can't wait to um, be on another platform where it's like a subscription base and they don't censor everything, so I could just be free. It's crazy. Yeah, it's haram, exactly. And that's they literally were like, this chick is doing everything. You know, that's so crazy to me. What's up, Carmelo Chavola Chaivoya? I think it was right. I did show my outfit a little bit earlier. I'm gonna show my whole outfit on Snapchat, you guys, again. So make sure you go and check out Snapchat, and then I could do like a quick little spin because they can like allow me to do that apparently. But even then, like you know, it's crazy, and I'll be like in full on like clothes like from here down to my toes. It's crazy. Um, all right, I think I'm gonna go to Snapchat now so that you can follow me on there. It's Snap Udos, and make sure you go and follow me on Instagram. Turn on my post notifications. Follow me on TikTok and YouTube at Udos. So that you know when I go live all the time. You know, then you know. Okay. Thank you. Love my Snapchat. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave now. So I see you on Snapchat. For now, you guys can subscribe to my YouTube because I have like all of this old content there that isn't live, and I haven't posted it other places. So make sure you go. Thank you for getting me through college. You're welcome. Being Ibrar. Oh, that's sweet. I like that. I love you. I love you all. Bye. All right, and then this one. I'm like live on 3 different platforms. And now the last and the best one, YouTube. I'm gonna start just doing lives on YouTube, you guys. It's like too much going live on all of the 3 platforms. And also, like, I don't know, some of these filters are so weird, but then they're like stuck on the filters. um, Thank you, Angel. Make sure you follow me on the other stuff though, because oh boy, I need to like start all over like from scratch, and it's a lot. Like, think about it, like 15 years of work of literally slaving for this stupid algorithm, which is technically AI. So you guys haven't really became slaves to the AI yet because you don't focus on the algorithm like that, but I technically have without even realizing it. So with that being said, I think I kind of know what I'm talking about at this point. I don't want to I don't want to just be a slave to the AI like this. I want to get a place in the country and then, or Hawaii or somewhere, and then just kind of stay there and uh, invest in real estate or something, get a farm. I don't know. Uh, Eventually, one day. So for now, I'm still a slave. you know, you know. That's so crazy. All right, well, I'll see you guys later tomorrow, probably. All right, bye.